It's 8:56 p.m. Eastern time. All right, guys, we have some very important news that's coming out, and I did post this over my second channel, but a lot of people didn't receive the notification. So I just want to talk about this channel here, the main channel. NATO boss makes terrifying World War III prediction for next month. Give me 1 second here, guys. I want to make sure everything is running good. So let me just triple check here really quick. Give me 1 second. So you have someone, a very important, well, he was a military officer. Give me a second here. Okay, so everything's working good. So, okay, so so you have this person saying that there's a possibility multiple countries could get hit with a huge power outage, and that could lead to martial law. All right, so multiple countries could get hit with power outages that could lead to martial law, and it could lead to big war. All right, so they're saying that there's a possibility this might happen November 3rd. Now, again, I'm not putting out any prediction. I'm just sharing the information here, guys. So, with all this situation going on with Russia entering um, Poland airspace, and now we are hearing Estonia airbase. They even invoked the Article 4. So we are seeing like NATO alliances are on high alert. All right, Russia is really provoking these countries. So I want to read something here, and I'm gonna skip certain parts in this one here, guys. So. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, guys. So it says here, according to General Richard Sheriff. Now, I believe Richard Sheriff, the general, is a retired British Army officer, if I'm not mistaken. He's the one that's putting out this information here. He said if war started on November 3rd, 2025, it's kind of crazy that he picked that date. It could happen due to power outages across Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, which then shuts down the city essential services. Civil unrest follows, and Latvia and Estonia's power failure follows. So you got multiple countries here that could see power outages, and these countries are NATO members. All right, so this seems like it could be some kind of cyber attack. From there, Lithuanian president might proclaim martial law in response to unrest, and troops storm the city. All right. Again, you got some very important people putting out prediction of this coming November. All right. So let's start from the very top. Okay. So NATO boss makes. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna have to stay right here. For some reason, every time I get into my truck, it seems like there's no connection inside that truck. It's kind of weird because I have my Wi-Fi router and its 5G is running really fast, but for some reason, every time I get inside that pickup truck, it just stops the connection. All right, so give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, so everything is working good. Everything's working fine. All right, so I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry about the really bad connection. So we did lose a couple of people, but let's go back with the news that I was just talking about. Okay, for those of you that just tuned in, you have some very important people are sounding the alarm that in November there could be some kind of power outages in multiple countries that could lead to a civil unrest that could lead to martial law. All right. And this person is basically saying that all this could happen November 3rd. All right. And this could happen in multiple countries. We're talking about Europe, NATO countries. All right. So there's a possibility, perhaps maybe a cyber attack could turn off the power grid. All right. Let me just read this really quick here because I was not aware that there was bad connection, guys. And I did post a video of this over my other channel, but a lot of people did not receive the notification. Now, give me 1 second here, guys. I want to bring this one up really quick. If you can, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you again for your support. Hmm. So it says here, if war started on November 3rd, 2025, it could happen due to a power outage across Lithuania, which then shuts down the city's essential services. Civil unrest follows, and Latvia and Estonia's power failure follows. And from there, Lithuanian president might proclaim martial law in response to unrest, and troops storm the city. All right, so this is coming out from a very important person. I think he was a former British Army. Um, he's retired now, but he's basically putting out this information here. Okay, so NATO Secretary General Mark issued a warning that could see the world descend into World War III very soon. Now, a lot of people, again, when they hear World War III, a lot of people is going to be like, oh, I don't believe in that. You should, because the Bible says that there will be great war in the end times. It will be a war that would take out almost a third of the population. It would take out many, literally many, many, many. All right. And it would be a great battle, basically almost the battle of Armageddon. If you thought 2025 couldn't get worse, there's always something waiting around the corner to throw our lives into chaos. Tensions across the world have been rising, sparking fears that another war is brewing on the horizon, this time between NATO allied country and Russia. And that's very true. For those of you that missed the news today, and I've been posting videos of it, Russia sent three MiG 31 fighters into Estonian airspace, and they were there for 12 minutes. They were there for 12 minutes. NATO sent their aircraft to escort them. All right. And so Estonia invoke Article 4. It's not Article 5, it's Article 4. All right. So that's some serious stuff there, guys. This comes after Russia claimed that those countries, here we go, Russia is saying those countries have engaged in war with them after backing Ukraine after it was invaded and then protecting Poland after Russia flew drones into its airspace. So Russia is saying the reason why we're doing this is because they stuck their nose in our business. And I told you guys that these alliances sticking their nose in Ukraine's and Russia's business is going to backfire. It's going to backfire really bad. So again, you got NATO sending all these money, equipments, and all these stuff to Ukraine, and again, the bear sees that, and they're not going to tolerate that. They're not going to tolerate it. How many times we went to war with other country, and again, you don't see like China getting involved or sending equipments and stuff like that. So it says here the UK announced that British fighter jets would join NATO defense mission over Poland. And now Mark has weighed in on the impact all this fighting could have, particularly if Russia allied China join in. China has been attempting to overtake Taiwan for a number of years, and he believes the two countries could work together to mutually get what they want as long as Russia provides a distraction to China invasion. Let's not be naive, Mark told the New York Times. If China president wants to strike Taiwan, he will first make sure that he makes a call to his very junior partner in all of this, which is Vladimir Putin residing in Moscow, and tells him, hey, I'm going to do this, and I need you to keep them busy in Europe by attacking NATO territory. That is most likely the way this will progress. Well, is it true? Well, there's a possibility, yeah. There's a possibility is it might be true. Here's the thing, guys. World War III, you need a lot of money for World War III. And the US and NATO has been gushing all these equipment and money to Ukraine. And do they have enough to help their allies out there in Asia? It says here NATO had been warned that the Russian leader could strike London or Paris. And comments from Moscow, Kremlin aren't exactly fanning the flames. Once again, Russia and Ukraine have been embroiled in conflict for a few years, with US President Donald even tried to broker a peace deal to let it end with peace. But Putin advisor said that NATO countries are already at war after Poland took down its drone. This is the first known case of a NATO member taking down the Kremlin military assist. Polish Prime Minister said their airspace was taken advantage of, and it wasn't something to be taken lightly. NATO is at war with Russia. This is obvious and needs no proof. NATO provides direct and indirect support to Kiev. And you guys already know that I've been saying this a very long time. The alliances are involved in this biblical war. They are involved in this biblical war. All right. So, guys, once again, notifications are not being sent out. All right. This platform did not send out notification for this live stream. The next notification will be at 2 a.m. Eastern time. But you guys did not receive the notification for this one. And I could tell you what, I got proof because I'm signed into my second account and I didn't receive the notification. It says here after the airspace violation, NATO said in a statement that multi domain activity, which will commence in the coming days and continue for an undisclosed amount of time, is in response to ongoing airspace violation, including the numerous Russian drones that violated Poland's airspace on September the 18th. All right, so I'm gonna turn this around. I want to read this one. I want to show you this one here, guys. It says here, according to General Richard Sheriff for the news, here's what could happen. So he's putting out this information here. If war started on November 3rd, 2025, it's kind of strange that he picked that date. Isn't November 3rd, there's some kind of election going on? So if war started on November 3rd, 2025, it could happen due to a power outage across the capital, Lithuania, which then shuts down the city essential services. Civil unrest follows, and Latvia and Estonia power failure follows. From there, Lithuanian president might proclaim martial law in response to unrest and troops storm the city. Energy minister claims a malware attack on the national grid is the cause as the leaders implement curfews. Sweden and Poland offered to provide backup generators. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. Imagine that. Lights going out there in NATO countries. You got Lithuania, Estonia, I think, and other countries getting hit. It kind of brings me well, there's a movie in Netflix. You guys already seen it. I know many of you seen it. It's the one that the Obama produced, Leaving the World Behind. And supposedly there was a huge power outage and took out the power grid. The entire power grid was taken out, and there was darkness, and you had planes falling from the sky, and then you had Tesla just crashing all over the place, and there was nobody in the vehicle. You know, Tesla is all electronic stuff, so it's like everything was going crazy. All these, uh, cyber stuff, and again, there's a possibility that NATO could get hit with a cyber, a big one, a monstrous one. All right, so give me a second here. A civil unrest follows, and Latvia and Estonia's power failure follows. From there, Lithuanian president might proclaim martial law in response to unrest, and troops storm the city. Energy minister claims a malware attack on the national grid is the cause. As leaders implement curfews, Sweden and Poland offered to provide backup generators. The UK, France, and Germany face grid glitches, and panic is stamped out by the Prime Minister Starmer. Give me a second here. On the 4th, Putin announces that troops in Kaliningrad are being placed on full alert and will border Lithuania. Then the European Commission's president, Ursula, will warn the Kremlin against troop entering the airspace or its airspace. This is some crazy prediction, guys. This is some crazy prediction that according to these people, very, very important people, they say that this could happen in a month. November, all right? Beginning of November. So they're talking about that there's a possibility a cyber could take out the power grid, lights out, this war and civil unrest in the street, martial law declared, and then Russia comes in and stuff. I mean, can that happen? Yeah, I do believe so. I believe there's a lot of stuff that is not, you know, being put out there. I believe that Putin and Donald, they might have had some kind of huge arguments over the phone. Who knows? And they're not saying nothing. Everything just tight-lipped. But it's kind of strange that all of a sudden Russia is just, you know, entering Poland airspace, Romania airspace, Estonia airspace, and for the first time, you got some of these countries invoke Article 4. I mean, it's kind of strange that all this is happening right now. A lot of this stuff was not happening under Joe. Mm. It says here Poland warns Russia to stay clear of its airspace, and the UK is on high alert. Once again, these are prediction only. On November 6th, the enhanced forward presence battle group in Lithuania is attacked by Russia, and NATO and the US president gets involved. But the US president won't condemn Russia. You know why? Again, a lot of people say that Donald is too afraid of Vladimir. But here's the thing, guys. Donald knows that again, he doesn't want to be the man responsible for millions being taken out. Again, he knows that Russia is no joke. Russia has nukes and they have the dead man switch. All right. So Donald does not want to, you know, get involved in this war. He doesn't want to get involved. He don't want to have that on his conscience while he's in a bunker and we're getting hit with nukes. All right. He doesn't want to have that. He even said it many times, I want to go to heaven. So but yeah, it seems like Donald does not want to even slap sanctions on Putin on none of that. The UK Defense Minister, excuse me, the UK Defense Secretary John reports to Cobra that Russia entered Lithuania and Finland and Poland attempt to support but are blocked off. Once again, these are all prediction stuff here, guys. On the 6th of November, President of China pledges that his country full backing in both Lithuania and Ukraine. And the Red Dragon missile starts warfare on Taiwan. Ooh. So again, these are prediction stuff. So multiple NATO countries getting hit with cyber power outages leads to civil unrest, and then martial law being declared in multiple NATO countries. And it's so bad that again, you have the Red Dragon China's taking the opportunity and it take Taiwan. Um, wow. The US, once again, on the 7th of November, the US president will warn the Red Dragon of sanctions, and the Red Dragon warship will close in with a full blown invasion following. So, once again, these are all predictions. So, Donald tells China, don't do it. I will slap you with sanction. China goes in with warship. The US won't save Taiwan and sanctions China. If the UK buys from China, they will be met with issue too. French leader Emmanuel Macron sides with China and begins to reclaim the Baltic states amid the chaos, and NATO has essentially split down the middle. That's a scary prediction. So let's hope it's not accurate. So, once again, for those of you that tuned in, NATO boss makes terrifying WW3 prediction for next month as fears of global war intensify. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but again, they're talking about this November 2025, big power outage in multiple countries in Europe. And then it's going to lead to, again, you got all these people in the streets, you got chaos, civil unrest, and then the presidents are going to declare martial law, bringing in soldiers, and then Russia goes in with full force and chaos hits the fan. And then the Red Dragon, China takes the opportunity and recapture Taiwan. Would that happen? Oh, and by the way, Donald does nothing. Donald does nothing when it comes to Taiwan. He does nothing when it comes to Europe. Why? Well, Donald said this many times. This is not my war. This is not my war. This is Joe. All right. So that's his war. Okay. So once again, guys, that's basically a prediction. They're saying November 3rd. Now it could happen. It could happen. There's a possibility there might be a power outages out there. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Yesterday, someone was saying that there was bad connection, and I truly apologize about that. I truly apologize about the connections. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. US president, the US president just sent a message. Give me a second here. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. This is the old news. Again, that's the old news, but it says the U.S. the U.S. president says Russian fighter jets in Estonia could spell big trouble. I don't love it, Donald said. I don't love it. I don't like when that happens. This could be big trouble, but I'll let you know later. They're going to brief me in about an hour. Okay, so this is coming out from the US president. For those of you that not aware, and you missed the story, this is the Russian MiG-31 fighter jet. It violated Estonia airspace. Estonia is a member of NATO, and they just invoked Article 4. Now, Donald left a message. Donald says Russian fighter jets in Estonian could spell big trouble. I don't love it. I don't like when that happens. This could be big trouble, Donald said, but I'll let you know later. They're going to brief me in about an hour, Donald said. All right, for those of you again that missed the story, Russia sent some warplanes to Estonia, okay, and that's some serious stuff there, guys. Guys, another boat got hit. Another boat got hit. Hold on. The US president orders another drug boat strike. The US president announces second strike on the boat. US president says stop selling these products in America and committing lawlessness against Americans. Secretary of War Pete executed the order. Intelligence confirmed that the boat was heading to poison the sleeping giant with drugs, and the gangs learning the hard way international water aren't safe harbors anymore. That might be a new strike, guys, because that story's coming out today. Hold on. Look at this. Wow. All right, so I guess the president just shared the video of Venezuelan boat getting hit. He's really sending a message out there. Once again, the US president orders another boat strike. Mm. Oh, we got a breaking news here, guys. Ooh, that's not good. Bomb threat at RFK home? That's not good. Officials confirm a bomb, you know what, at the Georgetown home of, you guys already know who he is. And the residents and surrounding area are being searched and cleared by law enforcement. At this time, no device has been confirmed. Authorities remain on site as the investigation continue. That's not good. That is not good. And there's a possibility this might have to do with the again something about the vaccines. You guys already know that there's some changes going on right now, and I guess they're trying to end it. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hmm. Yeah, so there was another boat. So, I mean, everybody's sharing this information here. Ooh, that was a big one. Again, that's another boat. US president released footage of another US military strike on a Venezuelan boat. Man, that's like the third one. And it's crazy because I know these people, I mean, they get the message. These people, again, those in a boat, they know that the warships are out there and they still go. It's like again, they really don't care about their own lives. Wow. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, hit that like and hit that subscribe. I really appreciate it. Ooh, there was a massive hit in Russia. I'm gonna read some of your comments. Let me just show you some of this stuff here. Fires burn at the Saratov oil refinery in the Saratov Oblast in Russia following several impact by one-way drone strike launched by Crane. Mm, wow. France has some crazy protests happening. Oh, France? Yeah. I mean, it's really going down in France. I mean, geez, I mean, it just Emmanuel has not done great out there in France. I feel so bad for those people. And it seems like everything's gonna go up. Like again, when it comes to retirement and stuff like that, instead of being 75, it might be 80. I mean, back in the days here in America, back in the 1990, retirement was like 55 years old. But now, they're trying to raise that to like 80 years old. I mean, 80? So you got to work until you're 80 years old. And, after that, that's it. You only got 1 year left to live life. Man, they really want people to work. But again, what's going on in France is really sad. I mean, they're really going after the poor, but not the rich. And it's always like that, the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. And it's really hard on many of us. It's hard on so many people around the world. E- Everybody is struggling. Everyone is struggling. Jared Kushner, I think that's the US president's son-in-law. He made so much money you wouldn't believe. I mean, literally, he made a lot of money. A lot of money. The US commander, his sons, Eric and Don Jr., they made so much money when it comes to all these. Again, the dad is the commander, and it just the rich get rich and the poor gets poorer. It's hard for a poor American to get a loan. I mean, for you, in order to get, you want to open up your own business. Again, let's say you want to open up a small little restaurant or something. Again, the bank is gonna be like, "How much you make?" "Well, I don't got nothing." "Well, we can't give you the loan." "What's your credit score?" 500. "Well, you need at least 650." It's just so hard. But people that come from other countries to our sleeping giant land, they get loans and all these beautiful goodies. I mean, they do, guys. They do get loans. They do get loans. A lot of these places, like the Spanish bodegas and stuff like that, or the Indian convenience stores. I mean, again, they do get loans. It's like some kind of special package for newcomers that come into this country. They get all these loans and stuff. But the American dream, Yeah, we don't hear that no more. We don't hear about the American dream no more. The American dream is gone. It just it's more of a American nightmare. All right. I mean, there was a time that Americans were saving money. Americans were making so much money. I mean, it was beautiful times back in the 80s and the 90s. Not anymore. I mean, I got three jobs. I got my own small little business, and I do my other jobs and stuff like that. And I give thanks to the Lord that I'm living great and I take care of my family. But it just a family of five. I mean, again, you need everybody to chip in order to pay rent. That's how bad it is. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. And I do have another video coming up tonight. So it's going to be on this channel, but it's going to be 2 a.m. All right. Something's going on in hold on, something's going on here. Let me turn this camera around so you guys can see it. A busy day today for the British Royal Air Force over the Swedish island of Gotland in the Baltic Sea with a pair of Beechcraft Shadow R1 intelligence. All right, so there's some stuff going down in that area. They're making sure that everything's okay. But yeah, I do believe something big is gonna come, guys. I do believe so. I believe that there's gonna be some kind of a cyber. It's gonna be a big cyber, possibly the power grid is gonna get knocked out. Um, Let me just refresh the page really quick here. I want to see if there's any more updates. Um, hmm. I'm just gonna sit down, guys. I gotta sit down. My leg is hurting. Yeah, I don't know. You guys could see me, but yeah, I truly apologize, guys. I'm gonna have to get some more lights here. Um, all right. So there's not much going on right now. So I'm gonna start reading your comments pretty soon. Um, Hold on. It says here. Give me a second here, guys. Russia denies jet incursion into Estonian airspace. Okay, so Russia is saying that their plane will not in Estonia airspace. Estonia said there were three Russian MiG-31 fighter jets violated its airspace for 12 minutes in an unprecedentedly brazen incursion. Russia countered that the jet stayed over neutral Baltic waters en route to Kaliningrad and did not cross borders, citing independent checks. The incident came just over a week after after more than 20 Russian drones entered Polish airspace and some shot down by NATO jets. Um, so Russia is saying that those planes were not theirs. I guess the MiG 31s supposedly violated Estonia airspace. Russia is saying that it's not theirs. Hmm. And yeah, guys, do me a favor. Pray for France. I feel really bad for France. I mean, they really, really seeing a lot of it right now. Mm. Ooh, I want to see what's going on with this one here, guys. I want to see what's going on with this news. So he just passed it. The US president just signed this, I guess, into law. So it says here American residency now for sale. Okay. Wow. $1 million via Trump Gold Card. Okay, so it says here, today we are proud to announce the Trump Gold Card. The card will be available for $1 million for individuals and $2 million for corporations. For far too long, it says here, for far too long, we have had millions of illegals pouring into our sleeping giant land, and our immigration system was broken. It is beyond time that our immigration system, excuse me, it is beyond time that the American people and American taxpayer are benefiting from our legal immigration system. We are anticipate that the gold card will generate well over $100 billion very quickly, and this money will be used for reducing taxes, pro-growth project, and paying down our debt. All right, so once again, he's selling the gold card, and I guess this is going to be sold to people that want to come to this country. I guess people like rich people. I mean, again, you need $1 million to buy that card. I heard it was 5 million before. I think it was Elon Musk that announced it, but I guess they kind of went down to like $1 or $2 million. So that money is gonna go to the debt, to the U.S. debt. So how many of those cards you need to sell in order to pay off the U.S. debt? How many of those cards? Um, hmm, 1 million. There's 39 trillion, 38 trillion debt. I don't know, I guess 500,000 card needs to be sold? I could be wrong, guys, I could be wrong. I think maybe 500,000 of the gold card needs to be sold in order to pay off the US debt. I could be wrong on that one there, I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, let's see how all this plays out. But one thing I'll tell you guys, us, the American people, for the past, what, 20, 30 years, how many people came into this country? We took care of them. We took care of them from the taxes and the taxes that was raised, and we had to pay extra money. I mean, we should have gotten something back. We should have gotten something back. I mean, we took, I mean, we taking care of the world. We taking care of everyone. When we file our taxes, we have our kids that, child tax credit. I mean, they should give us the world tax credit or something. Um, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Ooh, look at this one here. Look at this. Elon Musk, Neuralink, to begin human trials of brain implants that turn thoughts into text in October. So pretty soon, look at this, guys. That right there is going to go to human brain. That's the brain chip. That is the brain chip that is going to start beginning, I think, this October. Um, Now you don't need to be using your phone like your hand to text and stuff like that. Um, People don't use their fingers to text anymore. They just, say, "Hey Siri," blah 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 blah, and this and that. But eventually, all that is going to be replaced with the brain chip. So a lot of people is going to be. It's crazy, guys, because a lot of people want the brain chip. I read comments and everything. People really don't care about when it comes to what the scripture tells us when it comes to the mark. A lot of people just, again, I mean, they see this as, just a regular device. And again, they don't see it as the mark of the beast. But again, the brain chip is gonna, again, supposedly is gonna help people who are paralyzed and stuff like that, like, write messages on a computer and stuff like that using their thoughts. But here's the thing, guys, and people don't know this, is that the chip has some kind of device that could also could shut down. All right, it could. I'm not saying it could put you to sleep, but it has some other stuff in there. You basically giving them the access to your temple, your body, your temple. Again, this is our temple. We're supposed to take care of our temple. Don't let nothing get in it. Again, that chip has, again, that's basically, you're giving the access to the gov to have control of you. Again, let's say, you're having this bad thought, man. You're really upset. You're having this bad thought. That brain chip would capture it. All right. That brain chip would know your thoughts. All right. It's crazy. It is. It's crazy. I was talking to my wife last week, and I was talking about how I need like Tylenol, and 20 minutes later, I went to do some research, like searching news article, and I see all these advertisements of Tylenol, 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 and so I mean, they listen to you. They listen to you. Again, the phone device saves everything, all your recordings, all your information, everything. This is why when people, again, when that presidential text alert, when that comes, every October, I guess they do it. People say turn off your phone when that happens. There's no point of doing that. There's no point because they already know your information. They already know everything about you. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. All right. I mentioned that. Paralyzed. Yeah. My mother-in-law, she was telling me, I guess she heard what I was saying. Uh she said that they have those things for young ones, like I guess like in their early teens, or those that can't speak or are blind or can't hear. They have a special device for them. They have some kind of a device for them, like a brain chip stuff. And again, guys, I mean, to me, that's very concerning. It is. We are moving way too fast with all these technology stuff and brain chip and stuff. And now they have some for young ones. I mean, to some people, it's good, it's good. And mm-mm, no, it's like Ronald Reagan said, when you hear the most disturbing word is, hello, I am the gov and I'm here to help. Yeah, I'm good. I know Gates, Bill, you know who? He comes, well, I just want to help people, and then I'm good. I didn't ask for your help. All right, give me a second here, guys. So I've been live for almost 1 hour? Wow. Okay, let me read some of your comments, and God bless to every single one of you guys. We did pretty good in this live stream, knowing that there wasn't no notification sent out. So that was pretty good, though. Thank you so much for sharing the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Once again, please pray for the people in France. All right. We won't know how to spell or read. That's very true. That's very true. I mean, you have the education system, everything just mm-mm. I mean, pretty soon they're gonna replace teachers with AI robots. I mean, it's just everything's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. Give it like another 20 years, everything will be different. Have you ever worked for a foreign? Have I ever worked for a foreign? I guess many of us probably did. Again, when I was living in Puerto Rico, I did work for a foreign. So, but again, here's the thing, guys, is that those that came here into this country not the way it's supposed to, again, they took many, many jobs from the sleeping giants, and that's not how it's supposed to be. There's a thing called the port of entry. You have to go through there. You have to seek asylum, all right? And that's the process. But the way Joe did it, it just very sad. And that really messed up the system and messed up everything because North Carolina, when they got hit by that hurricane, um, they were expecting for funding for money, and the money weren't there because they gave the money to the 20 million that came in. All the money went to them. So North Carolina, again, people was like, are we gonna get help? You know how much they got? $700 one-time payment. $700 one-time payment. I remember that. Joe, no, it wasn't Joe that announced it. He was too embarrassed. So he sent Harris. He's like, woman, you're gonna announce it. She's like, it's a one-time payment, $700. And we got this again here in Florida. We also got hit, and there was a $700 one-time payment. Me and my wife decided not to take the money. We didn't take it. So they were gonna give me and my wife 700 and 700, and plus we have young ones, so we decided not to take it. We was like, yeah, we don't want it. We don't want the money. We don't. Because here's the thing, guys. Again, a lot of that money. Uh, Look, I give thanks to the Lord. He blessed me and my wife and my family. I'd rather have that money goes to someone else and stuff like that. 'Cause, again, there wasn't that much money left either way, but it went to someone else. The neighbors got the money and stuff like that. But again, the system was pretty messed up when 20 million came into this country, and North Carolina got hit with the hurricane. They had no money. They had no money. The agency, I'm gonna spell the name FEMA, they said they had no money, they were broke. Come to find out, the agency gave the money to the 20 million people so they could stay in a hotel. The hotel in New York, that costs a lot of money. So North Carolina got $700 or $750 one-time payment. Then Zelensky came the next day and Joe gave him $20 billion for the war. Crazy. It's crazy. Guys, if you can give the video a thumbs up, we almost at 200. Louis, God bless you. And Jessica, how are, are how are such good people? We doing good. My wife is feeling a little better. Yesterday she had body ache, but she's doing a little better right now. Please pray for her. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Louis, a large protest in Chicago. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that video late at night. All right, so uh, I'm gonna make that video tonight, Mike. I'm gonna make that video tonight, guys. I need you to share the video. I really do. I really need to share. Need you guys to share the video. We were gaining at least 10,000 plus views. Now we're getting 2,000 plus views. It's not only us, guys. A lot of people got hit. We all got hit, and someone made a video, and this person has like 10 million subscriber, and he did his research, and he said the reason why everyone is getting hit is because they just placed a new algorithm, and there's going to be another one that's going to be placed in October. So it's I mean it's getting really bad. Now he warned that everybody is going to get hit. Everyone is going to see it. And I guess people that is watching our video, people that is on their computer watching our video, the views doesn't count. It's mobile phone views that count. That's basically what I heard too. Also, you got so many things I don't want to say on this platform because again, this platform is really strict. But yeah, I got more views on TikTok now. I got one video at 45,000 views, and I just opened TikTok a month ago. It's literally crazy how I'm gaining a lot of views there, and I've been there for 1 month. But in YouTube, I've been here for 10 years, and I'm still stuck in like 80 something thousand subscriber. But I want to thank every single one of you for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Give me a second here. Someone said the music industry is taking over. I wouldn't say the music industry is taking over. The music industry has always been around since the very beginning. Music is something very powerful. Even Satan, he was like he loved music. Satan, he had a beautiful voice, the Bible say. He had like an amazing voice. But again, what happened to him and started a rebellion in the kingdom of heaven, and he was cast out along with the the rest of the angels, the fallen angels. But yeah, music is something very powerful. It's beautiful. I was listening to Christian music today. I was listening to multiple Christian music, and I just love listening to Christian music, song that's dedicated to Jesus Christ. I just love it. But then there's other music out there that is just, oh, it's just very disturbing. And you got Eminem, right? And I can't believe I used to listen to his music when I was young. It's just a lot of his stuff. It just demonic. Give me a second. I'm reading some of your comments here. Mm, give me a second here, guys. Who turned into Elton John? I was listening to Elton John today. Um, I was listening to some of his music today. Eminem has mommy issue. He needs to forgive his mother and come to Jesus. Didn't Eminem mom passed away? I think she passed away. I think she passed away. I think she passed away about a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken. Lewis. Lewis is spelled Luis. Lewis. The only people that call me Luis and it's Mafugo. Luis. And it's a few people that call me that name. It's a few people that call me that name, Luis. And I remember I was in a Fugo Live show, a few years ago, and he's the only one that calls me that name, Luis. And big shout out to my Fugo News. I don't like getting names wrong. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. I just saw a meteor, East Coast, USA, Virginia. Man, that's what's up, Ricky. I'm here, and we have a clear sky, and um, I heard there's gonna be some meteor shower in the month of October. It's gonna be beautiful. So yeah, there's gonna be some meteor shower, and yeah, a little update about the what do you call it? The interstellar, the three eye atlas. All right. So this thing is not gonna hit us, guys. And right now it's getting close to I think it's getting close to Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken. Now, from what I heard, we have like probes out there near these planets, and it has cameras that take pictures and stuff. So we have some of those things out there, and I guess we're going to be taking pictures of interstellar three-eye atlas. Now, here's the thing, guys. Scientist Loeb, that's his name, Loeb, he believes that this thing is some kind of alien spaceship because it has all these bright light and stuff like that, and it just a strange space object. So he's assuming that it's a spaceship. I believe it's a space rock, but I believe that this thing could be possibly gold or diamond. All right, and there are many space rock out there, metallic, iron and stuff like that. Space rock that is worth a lot of money. I believe that this space rock, um, heading towards us, well, the sun is hitting it, and so you got all these different colors just flashing at our telescope. And so I believe that this space rock could be some kind of amazing metal, precious metal, metallic diamond or something. I don't think it's a UFO. I don't think it's a UFO. Can it be a fallen angel? Who knows? Maybe it could be a fallen angel. Maybe it could be wormwood. It can, but I just don't believe in alien. I see shooting stars all the time here. That's nice. Lewis, the planet will pass through comet swans, debris. Yeah, I posted a video yesterday. Could this be biblical plague of hell? I don't think so. Oh, wow. Huh. That's amazing. Yeah, I didn't even thought of that. Yeah, the biblical hell. I mean, we're talking about like 100 pound falling from the sky. 100 pound of hell falling from the sky. Can that be it? I mean, I have to do some more research on that, but yeah, that's amazing. Uh, that's a good catch right there. There's a possibility. I mean, again, Swan, for those of you that don't know, Swan is a new space rock that came from the opposite side from the sun. And a Ukrainian man with his telescope, he found this object, and it's called Swan. It has a long tail. It has a very, very long tail. It's like the size of five moons. All right. It's long. All right. And it's not gonna hit us, but it seems like the tail debris, we might see some showers. Who knows? Some, you know, f- like wishing star stuff. Can it be like biblical plague of 100 pound hell dropping from the heavens? Who knows? But I think that's gonna be time during the tribulation. That's a whole different ball game. Sorry, my text said I don't like to see stars. It's all right. Maybe the dragon from the Book of Revelation. Oh, the dragon from the Book of Revelation that takes the third stars from the heaven. That's a very, 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 very powerful message. That message has already been fulfilled. Again, it talks about the dragon in space, and it takes the third with its tail. It hits the third part of the stars, um, and then you have this woman that gives birth to a baby, and the baby is taken to heaven. That's very powerful. That's basically been fulfilled. Again, the dragon is Satan. The dragon is Satan, and talking about the heavens, and he takes a third angel from heaven. He takes the third stars from the heaven. He takes them with him. So this dragon takes a third of the angels from the kingdom of heaven, and they were cast to earth. And the woman giving birth, well, Mary gives birth to Jesus, and Jesus is taken to heaven with uh the Father, with God. All right. So again, the dragon is Satan, and his tail takes a third of The stars symbolizes angels. It's a metaphor, fallen angels. The book of Revelation, if you read it really, really good, a lot of stuff in the book of Revelation has been fulfilled. All right. So, but again, we haven't seen like the mark of the beast. We haven't seen like the plagues and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of stuff in the book of Revelation has been fulfilled. It has been fulfilled. Give me a second here, guys. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm going way past my time now. Thank you so much for the 200 likes. I really appreciate it. The man of sin needs to be revealed prior to the time of Jacob, trouble, great tribulation, when all the big disaster occurred described in the Revelation. Yeah, but we're not there yet. I believe that's going to happen. Again, I don't even think we're going to be here to see it. I don't think we're going to be here. I mean, that's going to be during in the year 2100 or possibly, who knows, in the year 2200. Again, people in the time of the Roman Empire, they thought that was the end of the world. Jesus already came. Caesar is burning the city down, and Roman Empire is collapsing. People thought that was the end of the world. But that was way back in 2,000 years. That was almost 2,000 years ago. And here we are in the year 2000. A lot of people think that we are getting close to seeing everything coming to an end. I don't think so, guys. I don't see it. I think maybe in 300 years or 500 years, who knows? But again, there's a lot of things that has not been fulfilled. A lot of stuff has not been fulfilled. But one thing I tell you, when we pass away, when our body separates, when our spirit separate from our body goes back to dirt, our spirits will go to the Lord. We will wake up quick and everything will be done, complete. What happened? Oh, the world ended, the 5 minutes ago. So, what year was it? 3084. Mm, I'm kidding, guys. The man of sin needs to be revealed. Well, one thing I tell you, the man of sin, he lost. He lost. Satan lost. They all lost. We just living the life. Everything has been fulfilled in God's eyes. Everything is already completed. We just living it. We just living it. The devil lost. So if the man want to be hidden, the man of sin want to be hidden. He ain't gonna be hidden. He's gonna be exposed. He's gonna have to come to the light. I mean, not to the light. He's gonna have to come to the spotlight, and he will confront the light. He will bow down to Jesus Christ. Everybody will bow down to Jesus. Everyone. Everyone, everyone, Barack, everyone. I know some of the people, yeah, my friends, they say, I'm not going to bow. You will bow down. You will bow down. Everyone. The Bible says that everyone will bow down. Even the animals will bow down. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. But thank you so much for watching. I got two more videos. It's gonna be One's gonna be at the Real GS News. Make sure you follow me there, guys. And then I'm gonna have one more for this channel. It's gonna be later tonight. All right. So y'all be safe out there. I'm gonna start making a video out here from now on. For some reason, when I make videos in that truck, I don't know, it's just bad connection going on. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Be safe. Till next time later.